And welcome back to more Super Paper Mario. Last time we witnessed Luigi's daring attempt to escape, and placed the second pure heart, revealing the door to Chapter 3, which we will be beginning right now. Mario and his new friends opened the door, unsure of what they would find. All the while, Merle's words about finding the other two heroes rang in their minds. Were these other heroes somewhere in this new world? If not, where? Meanwhile, the creeping void grew larger in the skies above Flipside. The hopes of all worlds rested on the heroes finding the next pure heart. And we officially begin Chapter 3, When Geeks Attack? That is not a level name you expect to see. So this is where that door leads. I suppose the next pure heart must be nearby. That's odd. I can feel it nearby, but where could it be? What could this mean? But I'm... Hi, Technical. I caught a super rare pixelated butterfly. My friends at digibutter.ner are going to freak out when they get word of this find. I must bring it home. I can't miss this week's episode of the Grotus Chronicles. No way am I going to entrust my digital recorder meow to tape an episode so epic. This is so high technical. Tippy? Well, what's this? Whoa, a kidnapping! Oh, the despair, the awful spectacle of it all. The shocking scene occurred right before my very own tender eyes. Well, I guess that's a wrap for that, Pixl. Now that freak Francis got her. Whoa! Who's this guy? A friend of the butterfly girl that got nabbed? Well, that's a pity. That geek that grabbed her, Francis, basically the nerd to end all nerds. Plus, he's got this thing for butterflies, and well, all things nerdy too. If he gets his sweaty mitts on something he likes, then there's no getting it back. He collects stuff and keeps it in his big fantasy fortress. It's like geek paradise. Where's this Fort Francis? Well, if you go all the way down for miles and miles, you'll find it. You're not thinking of infiltrating that nerd lair and rescuing her, are you? Look, nobody likes having their butterflies kidnapped by a geek, but it's dangerous. Still set on an A? What a tender moment. I think I got something in my eye here. Listen, let me give you some travel tips. You're listening? Good. All I got for you is 3 critical tips, so remember all of them. Here's your first tip. A bunch of no-class jerks are holed up in this castle up ahead. It ain't gonna be easy getting past them, but here's the juice. It's an old castle. You do your thing with that red X mark and maybe something will happen for you. Now for my second tip, if you somehow pass those clowns in the castle, you'll see an ocean. Can't miss it. A scary sea monster lives there. The beast is huge and cranky. But if you toast its red flipper things, something good is bound to happen. And here's the last tip. Once you swim your way through that ocean, you'll see a humongous tree. There's a huge gorge on the other side. There's no jumping across it. Look for the red wind and do something with it, then you can get across. Get all that? Good, you be careful now. If by some crazy chance you do save her, come back and tell me how you did it. Okay, he was helpful. And I don't know if I'm saying that sarcastically or not, but this is chapter 3. I think you can kind of guess why people like this chapter, because it just looks cool. It's like pixelated. I wish the enemies were pixelated, that's my only complaint. That's a turtley leaf. It used to restore FP, but now it is actually a defense item, because we have no FP anymore. So this level is kind of big, and this is going to be a problem throughout. From this point on, levels get kind of long. So I don't know if we'll be able to do the whole 1 level per video thing anymore, because yeah, these levels get really massive from this point on. Like, I think every level is gonna start taking 2 to 3 videos, and that is not an exaggeration. So we are now powered up, and can just destroy all these enemies. You notice that there are a lot of Koopas, but that they don't have the cool sunglasses, so that means they're not working for Count Bleck, they are working for someone else. They're like unhypnotized. So this is a new mechanic. The enemies can also use the Megastars. I love this animation too, how it plays the same animation just for the Koopa instead. It's just a really cute detail. So yeah, all the 8-bit stuff in this level, because it's definitely clearly pixelated. I love this art style too, because it's pixelated, but it's also like really well defined. Like, it's very, it pops, the art style pops really nicely, and it's just really fun to look at. So now we are Mega Mario, so we can counter the Koopa, hopefully. Like so. And just might as well keep going this way. Nothing this way, so we must have to go the other way. Originally, I think I already told this, and originally they had the modern coloration instead of the sort of 8-bit coloration, so that was actually a thing they changed rather dramatically between versions. By the way, the Koopas are all green. To my knowledge, there actually aren't any green Koopas. I mean, any non-green Koopas for a little bit. Like, I don't think there's a red Koopa, which is kind of weird, actually, if you think about it. Fall in between the pipes. The red pipes. Huh. Okay. Cool. Gotta keep that in mind. Now, I'm kind of going at these levels blind, by the way. I do actually have the official guide, but again, I'm kind of going at them blind. And it's partly because I don't want to skip any major sequences. So for example, that room is literally just to tell you to fall between the pipes. That's all there is to that. It's an interesting way to go about puzzle solving. Basically just, oh, do all this stuff just to get one hint, and then continue on with your life. It's an interesting style of, it's an interesting delivery method of just kind of making an organic approach to, an organic approach to problem solving, because it's like, oh, you have to go all the way to the right, which traditionally in platformers, you go right, and then once you've gone right as far as you can, you typically get a hint that'll help you to end up going left and finding some other major secret. So it's just a unique way to go about directing the player. Now we're in the background. This is fine. Totally normal. So yeah, it's a very unique storytelling device, and I'm actually really okay with it. So that is just for the catch card. That's actually a little bit disappointing. Thought this was story, but nope, just for an item. I like how the pixels in the background are the same size as the sky, so it ends up making them like full-size hills, because those pixels are basically the same size. Again, there's just so many things about this level that are just really well designed and just unique. It's a unique level. Okay, looky there. Got red pipes. But let us actually go the other direction first. That's a Magic Koopa, he is gone now. But because we just got this Catch Card SP, which is a more powerful version, think a, Pokeball, and then going to an Ultra Ball, to a Master Ball, something like that. Now I almost tricked it out, but what you're actually supposed to do is flip. and one of these will let you jump up on it. I don't quite remember if you can jump on any of the others. I think you can jump on the purple too. That's a Cursia down there. It's pretty nasty actually, so we're gonna try to avoid it. Over here we have more warp pipes. There's just so much to see. But again, the one gap thing, like from the original Mario, does apply. If there's a one block gap, you will have no problem clearing it. Just by basically going forward. So it's a pretty nice nice convention that is carried over. This is a new item, the Thunder Rage. It's got motion controls now. Oh yay! I'm sure it's what everyone thought when they saw that. So again, these guys split up, so the best way to deal with them is by tossing them into each other. And then voila, we got a warp pipe. We've barely scratched the surface of this level, by the way. So if you think, wow, I think we can do this. No, I legitimately don't think we can. This flower counts, by the way, as a place you can stand on, which is kind of cute. Sure. Now again, cooking is a thing, so you might want to hoard items for that. By the way, the pit doesn't actually work there, so we actually do need to go backwards. It's a little inconvenient, but oh well. Yeah, see, we just ran over that series of one block gaps. Music is good here too. The entire soundtrack has a very different sound to it to the other Paper Marios. And it's hard to really put a finger on why. It just kind of is. Cursias you cannot hurt directly, so the best way to deal with them is bombs. And just to point out, over here is a save block, so we are going to actually be saving in case something goes horribly wrong, and we will actually continue this in the next part. So thank you for watching, and I hope you join me next time for more Super Paper Mario.